Hello friends, we have a project to start the new year. I was going through my Christmas presents, getting them all sorted out for the kids and the grandkids and things like that. And I noticed that we got Bath and Body Works bags with these cute handles. So now I have 4 handles and then, oh, not that bingo thing. And then I looked down there and I seen this and I'm like, oh my gosh, we could make a journal out of Bath and Body Works bags. So this could be made out of any kind of bags, but I'm going to make mine out of Bath and Body Works bags. And so what I'm going to do to start, I bought super heavy candles. They weren't just wasting, they were super heavy candles. Okay, so let's think about what we want to do. This is going to be my binding, right? And it doesn't have to be that tall, but maybe we do want it to be that tall. How tall does it go on here? Oh, it fits that almost perfectly. So let's make this our binding. That's how tall our journal's going to be. I don't know how many pages it's going to be yet, but that's how tall the journal's going to be. And I'm just winging it here, so don't think that I know what I'm doing. I haven't totally thought this through, but I was sitting on the dresser in my bedroom, and I'm like, holy shnikes, there's a journal. I can see it in my head. And you'll notice there's a lot of other crap here. So while I was cleaning my craft room up, I just took anything I found, old packaging, stuff that's been sitting around forever, and I threw it in the bags, and that's part of what we're going to use to make this journal. Ooh, that side's reinforced a little bit more. Okay, I am going to cut this into, just cut all the sides apart, and then I'll be right back. So now we should have 4 fronts and 4 sides, right? And I'm kind of thinking the book to open up with the handles this way. So first off, we're going to do this. And we're going to do, don't get attached to the Bath and Body Works stuff. It's going to go away. Just know that and don't be sad. Especially you, Bath and Body Works. Let's think about how wide we want this to be. I love the idea of it being book width. Because I may use this as a journal or a vision board journal or whatever. I kind of love that. Okay, let's get our, oh gosh. Oh, my beautifully clean desk is already messy. Okay. Okay. But I need my cutter. I got the Tim Holtz. So I seen Tim Holtz had a cutter that, and I'm like, I don't need another cutter, I have a cutter. And then he explained to me that it was a mixed media cutter, which I do all mixed media. So then I was like, okay, I need the mixed media cutter. And what it means is it's in this little cartridge rather than being in like the little single blade, so it rotates and it's much better. Anyways, long story short, I love my Tim Holtz cutter. All right. Now, can I get my paper? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I want this. Is there a flippy? There's got to be a flippy outie, right? Telling me how long shit is. Bing! There's a flippy outie. Okay. So we are going to clip it right there. So it is going to be, it looks like, let's make it 7 inches. It's going to be 7 inches wide. And you don't have to know how you're going to make your journal or whatever you make out of junk before you start. I promise you, you'll figure it out as you go. May not be exactly what you wanted at the start, but it'll be something. Like, I have no aspersions. Is that it? No. I have no big dreams about how wonderful this journal's going to be. I just know it's going to be fun to make, right? Because I'm going to use all my junk. I'm going to, we're going to leave this out over here. It's going to be fun to figure out how to make the covers and stuff. Okay, so now we need to bolster this cover. And I have some papers that I made. I hate this. That's okay. I'm just looking for stuff I don't like. You're not going to see it. It's going to be on the inside. But it's on paper. I already used the paper to make it, so why not? I kind of like my art. I wonder if I threw out the ones I didn't like already. All right. So we're going to use this one. And this is going to go inside this, but I do think actually this is a very loosey-goosey paper. Darn it. Dang it. Remember how I told you I have a million things? We're going to use this. So this is going to be our cover. I don't know whether the black counts as part of it or not. Let's say it's not. So this is 12. So we're going to cut this in half at 6. Let's just make 6 over here. Is that 6? Yeah, that's 6. And that is why you want yourself a media cutter. Okay, so this is how big our journal is going to be now, ladies. Let's see. This is going to 9. Your normal paper cutter couldn't cut this. That's why you want the big dog. Okay. So now we know how big our, now we have these extra pieces. It's fine. Put it on our junk page. All right. So now what I want to do is glue this in the middle. So I'm only going to glue one side because we want to leave one side open so that we can do our binding, right? Right. We're doing a no-sew hidden binding. I love a no-sew hidden binding. It's just my favorite. Okay. So let's get this straight across the top and then somewhat equidistant. You could measure. I'm not a big measuring gal. Okay. Now what we're going to do is take our another one and we're not going to glue, let's see. Let's think about that. Let's do this one at a time and not mess it up from the start. Wouldn't that be an exciting possibility? I am so glad we found this heavy cardboard. It's just the back of one of my mixed media pads. So it is junk too. Yay, us. We're doing a junk journal. Okay. About the right. There we go. Okay, smoosh. And we could have made it with the white side out. Maybe I'll leave it showing Bath and Body Works, or at least part of it showing, right? Wouldn't Bath and Body Works like that for their branding? I'm a marketing gal, so I like branding. Okay, so now what we need to do, because this is going to mess me all up if I don't know how big my stuff is. Look, my big squishy We Are Maker scissors that don't hurt my hands. Oh, so since we're cutting right now instead of doing something productive, this is going to be my year of use what I have. So I Google doesn't like my websites anymore, so I've been getting less traffic, which means less people see my ads, which means I make less money, which is fine. I'm doing other things. It's not a bother, but it does mean that I can't be spending money like a crazy person. And so this is going to be it's not all going to be junk journals. This just caught my eye because it was sitting on my dresser, but it's going to be my year of using what I already have. Okay, so now I do feel like I want to glue this on, but not glue it down all the way, because we need to make the binding. Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to leave a gap of, oh gosh, I would say a fairly big gap, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches. There we go. I'm going to put that right on there. Oh, it's easier when it's backwards, I think. All right, we're going to put that right on there and that right there. There's a blob of glue. And push this down. All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. I shall be right back. Okay, so now we have our covers. And I'm just going to trim these. Don't use your good squishy handle scissors to cut glue, because you'll be sad, and then you'll have to use chemicals to get it off. Anyways, do not feel bad for me because I can't buy anything this year, because I literally have a craft room full of crap I have bought over the years. I'm not going to be hurting. But I feel like if I'm not going to use what I already bought, then buying more stuff seems like a waste. So I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to use what I have, like, within reason, okay? If I run out of glue, yes, I have all different glues, but I know me, and if I don't have the kind of glue I like, I won't make craft projects, and then the whole thing's silly, because then I'm not doing anything. So glue, things like that's fine. Nothing else. Okay, so now where's our binding? Here's our binding. I feel like our binding is way too big. Okay, so we want to bend it. Let's say, well, maybe not, maybe not. Let's say we're going to go 1.5 inches in on our binding. Oh, look, I got myself some pencils. Isn't that nice? Inch, well, that seems like a lot. Let's go 1.25 inches. 1.25 inches. See, it doesn't matter if that black part is there or not, because I'm using the same measurement. We still don't know if it's 1.25 inches and a black thing, or just 1.25 inches, but it doesn't matter because they're the same, right? Okay, so now we should be able to bend that up. Bend that up, and now we have a spine. I've been calling it the binding. This is the spine. This is the spine. And now we need something round to get that nice and crisp. There we go. So there we go. Excellent me. All right, so now we're going to hook this to our covers. Oh, I guess we could cut it off first so it's not too tall. Let's do that. Let's do that. So now I want the hard part on the outside, right? The hard cardboard on the outside to help protect the book. So we're gonna put glue on here. And then you just line it up right with the edge. And you push it down nice and tight. And then you do this part of it, because this isn't stuck yet, right? Go right along the edge. So pleased with myself. Yes, I am. All right, so now we got to do this one. There we go. I'm going to slide that in till we get right to the edge like we did the last time. Oh, we got to get a little further down. We want it to go right to the bottom. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at our book. Look how cute that is. Can you even? It's gonna be like a pocketbook. Anyways, oops. Well, that's interesting. It's almost like a pocketbook once I get this glued. It felt like there was part of it that had to be not glued. Okay. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay. So we're going to end here for today. And next week, we're going to add the pages to our cool Bath and Body Works pocketbook journal. All right, I'll see you next week. Hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.